Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to some more Hearthstone. Today we're gonna be checking out what this week's Tavern Brawl and crazy rules are gonna be all about. I'm ready. It's gonna be called Shiftcon. Swap stories with fellow shifters at the Tavern Shifters Convention. Choose a class and we'll fill your deck with shifters and spells. I'm not entirely sure what a shifter is gonna be, but I know there's this one legendary card called Shifter something, or like something Shifter, I'm not entirely sure. Either way though, we'll fill your deck with shifters, and I'm assuming that that is gonna be that legendary, as well as some spells. I don't know, what class do we pick? Doesn't really matter, let's go with the Druid.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
Alright, let's see what it's called. Yeah, I was right. Shifter Zerus. Ooh, we get Astral Communion. Discard your hand, but gain 10 mana crystals. Looks like we're actually starting off with a couple more mana crystals. Meaning that I'm gonna be able to play that right from the get-go, right? I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna coin out Astral Communion, right? Because I'm gonna be at 3 mana? 4? Yeah! I don't know how exactly this would work out in my opponent's favor, but I mean, obviously he's gonna be capable of doing quite a little bit too, but I think I can play... This is fine. This is fine. So for anyone wondering, Shifter Zerus, after you draw him, you will be getting a random card at every end of each turn. Now I'm gonna be discarding my hand here, but I think this is fine. Maybe this is a little risky though. I mean, we just had that. We just had to do that, right? Am I crazy? I think we had to do that. Now, the only issue is that I have no more cards in hand, and that I am gonna be relatively late here as far as any card draw goes. So maybe that wasn't that great of an idea after all, because the next turn is gonna be rather bad too. As long as I get lucky and I get some shifters that will shift into some higher mana minions, this could be fine. Yeah, so as you can see, like, he's, for example, just got a Shifter Stable Master there. Oh man, I'm not gonna be capable of doing very much now, can I? I need to get some sort of card draw. I was assuming that I was obviously running a normal deck here. Yeah, the communions made a lot of sense in my head, not realizing that I wouldn't have any card draw as a follow-up. And discarding your entire opener hand is a little bit greedy. Oh man, after you cast a spell, another friendly minion, cast a copy of it on this one. Alright. We do get a Fearsome Doomguard. That's actually pretty good. Everything considered, that's probably as good as I could have hoped for. Imagine that would have been like any 1 mana creature, right? So you gotta keep in mind, at the end of the turn, that minion would have switched into something else again. So there's really no planning ahead here. At least not in this brawl. There's no planning ahead. You just sort of have to cross your fingers, hope that everything works out. Question is, do we want to go face or not? He's still got a lot of cards in hand. I don't know if he's running any... Ooh. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if he's gonna be running any like, mage spells. Such as, for example, a Fireball. That would really mess me up. We got an Acolyte of Pain, so there's that too. I can go ahead and run it into the Dancing Swords. I think that's the safer option here. Oh, no way. Alright. Summon 1/1 Wisp or give your minions +2/+2. Wait, we can spawn a whole bunch of 7 1/1 Wisps? Well then. I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna go ahead and increase the strength of my current minions. I think we're gonna be alright, right? I think we're gonna be alright. Now sadly, he did have the effigy there. That really did keep his units, or his minions rather, a little bit more powerful. But this is also a little bit scary already. Oh man. Okay, we did get a Direwolf Alpha just now. That will allow me to kill Confessor Palatrus if I want to. A little bit worried of her, to be honest. I'm already starting to run low here on the amount of cards that I have in hand. Drawing into another Shifter Zerus just for reasons. And I've basically been at the fate or you know, at the mercy of the gods here, just with RNG and whatnot. You can get so lucky here and draw into the perfect Shifter Zeruses. Like, they could potentially give a really good combination after this one, right? So it's not game over yet. But everything considered, this is pretty tricky. Oh man. Got a mini mage? Oh no, that's the patient assassin. Destroy any minion damaged by this minion. And we also have another Twilight Summoner. Man, the tempo in my deck is so low. The tempo of my deck is so stupidly low. These cards, man, it's not bad, right? We get a 5/5 Faceless Destroyer, but the thing is, it's always gonna be working a couple of turns ahead. Same for this card here. Now, we aren't dead. We aren't dead. We should still be fine. Although, this is pretty bad. All in all, I think we're still okay. I think that communion thing that I did earlier was not the correct option, though. Could have done many other things. Okay. So, we can run him in. And we can run him in as well. Thing is, I'm gonna be dead. That's the issue here. I can't look at this for a long time. But in particular with another effigy, this is all gonna be pretty terrible. I can go ahead and buff up my minions and all that shenanigans and just hope for the best, but either way, this is not gonna really be changing the outcome of this game, as I'm just simply gonna be taken out. So, Ancestral Communion, while it was a cool play, it looked really awesome. I liked a bunch of card draw, so I think we need to go back to the drawing board and change this up. I'll give him the BM. I'll give him the BM. Or he will miss lethal, that could help too. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Don't think that just happened.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect.
Alright.
You asked for it.
We got a bit of a rematch here. I really like the idea of running with an effigy. In general, the setup that my opponent had in the previous game seems a little bit stronger than mine. Although maybe it would have helped if I didn't discard my entire hand. Either way though. Did just get the Echo of Medivh. Nice. I guess we'll go ahead and play the Worgen Infiltrator and Hero Power. Obviously none of these minions will stay. But it's kind of cool because there's a lot of cards in here, such as, for example, right, the Rumbling Elemental. After you play a Battlecry minion, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. That's a 4-mana 2/6. No one ever plays that, right? But it's pretty cool to see how many cards there are actually in the game. There's a significant amount of them. I mean, some of these are very common, like the Elder Peacekeeper, like the Worgen Infiltrator, like those you actually see. Even like Echo of Medivh, though, is not that popular, but it's one of those playmakers, right? It's one of those playmakers. You could do some crazy things in the old times of you know, Hearthstone with the giant decks and stuff, but well, this is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate because I can't use any of this, sadly. Guess we'll just have to Hero Power, hit him in the face. Leaving him in stealth is not going to be all that helpful either. Sadly, I didn't get anything good right there. I could have actually built upon the board there quite easily, but I couldn't play anything. Ugh. Xazat, you gotta not do anything good, man. No more spells, okay? No more spells. Okay, not the coin either, please. Sadly, he's just gonna end up hero powering, so would have died anyway. We need to get something helpful now. We need to get something helpful. We can't lose the control. I said helpful, game. Although, to be fair, the Balfoon is not terrible, but we can play both of them. There we go. There we go. Give me a couple of these taunts. Sadly, I could not play the Boogie Monster. Whenever it is attacks and kills a minion, gains +2/+2. Also, another one of these cards you never really see, the Boogie Monster. It's so easy to counter in Constructed, right? Like, there's so many counter cards. In this Brawl, though, it could actually be pretty reasonable. It could be pretty reasonable. I hope he doesn't have any more spells. I don't think he has, right? Ancestral Communion, go. It's a bad play, dude. Don't do it. Actually, you probably should, because I want to get my free card back. But other than that, I don't think you should do it. Pharaoh Rage. Okay. Oh, headshot. Twice. That was RNG heaven there. How big was that chance? A 1 in 25? My math skills are not that great. One of the rules you do as a content creator, guys. Here's a little rule for anyone aspiring to make videos or do anything live streaming or whatever. Never, ever, ever do math on stream. Or while making YouTube videos, for that matter. Echo of Medivh could be reasonable. I could also just go ahead and play Sylvanas. Sylvanas is also always pretty good. I mean, in particular because we can copy her and there's no real risk of lethal. He did just get the parrot, by the way. We're not too worried about the parrot. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and kill it. Just like that. And with the Echo of Medivh, like, I don't think he's gonna be capable of taking out Sylvanas here. We're A-okay. Why did I not get a Starfire game? What was up with that? I was trying to be cheeky. I was trying to... You know, I was trying to save. Sadly, did not work as intended. Man, oh man. That did not work as intended, now did it? Obviously, it can't attack just yet. I could go ahead and play the Echo of Medivh also to copy Bran, I guess, but that would be that would have been a little bit too greedy. We're still in an okay spot-ish. He's got more cards in hand though, so that's always one of those things that is rather terrifying. Card draw is really, really powerful in Hearthstone, as I've learned from playing this game at a low level for a significant amount of time. Man. If you could not do that, that'd be cool. Oh, if only Bran would have still been alive.
Did you bring some fish?
I think we're gonna go ahead and copy now, though. Just because I can. Just because I kinda need to. I can go ahead and play another Wrath of the Air totem, but... Ugh. All of this in my hand is just barely not lining up. You see the issues I'm running in here? I may very well be making some misplays though, I wouldn't be surprised about that, but oh no. The Jormonger. He's taking a bunch of damage to the face, but that Jormonger is gonna be scary here. He's actually gonna try and kill it? No more hero power at the very least. We do get an Ogre Brute. Obviously we can freeze him in place if we really want to. Which is fine. Alright, first up we'll see what we draw into. Hey, that's pretty good. We'll go for the totem. Hero power Frost Nova, right? And we'll just start hitting him in the face. I have no intention of staying in this game for very long. We'll just hit him in the face. There we go. We actually have quite a significant amount of damage on the board right now. Not gonna lie. Any like big spells that I would draw into, such as a fireball, will actually give me lethal. Now I don't know if you got any fireballs in hand, but I didn't think they would have a Starfire either. Do you think he runs swipe? I mean, I didn't get swipe, so he probably did, but that would be pretty bad too. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. So far, this wasn't working out too well. Well then. Hey, look who we found though. Arachneros. I mean, there's no freaking way I'm not gonna play Arachneros here. Let's be real here for a second. We can try and up our chances of taking out the Warmonger, but it just barely doesn't line up though, because I would have to have this guy scoot over. Right? It doesn't, right? Does it? Oh no, it does. Never mind. I'm pretty dumb. Allow him to hit that thing. Allow him to hit that thing. And then we just cross our fingers, hope the Jormonger gets killed. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. But this is still, either way, a pretty good scenario for us. I mean, he is dying very, very, very rapidly here. And I don't think he's gonna have an easy cleanup for Ragnaros. Right? I think? Thank you very much, Shifter Zerus, for giving me something helpful.
Snakes. It has to be snakes.
No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, man. He's actually drawing so low. Really? You sure about that? Okay. Add a random Paladin card to your hand is the battle cry of the Grand Crusader. Add a random Paladin card. That doesn't give me too much. We also have the Cyclopean Horror. Gain +1 health for each enemy minion. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. First and foremost, though, we'll go ahead and play the Grand Crusader just to see what we get. Okay, well, that's not too helpful. There we go. And now we just hope it takes out the middle guy.
Whoops.
Let's get
That was a little dirty. That was a little dirty. Now, it wasn't necessarily game over or anything, but it was a little dirty nonetheless. I'm not too excited anymore about the scenario that we're currently in, though. Oh, at the start of your turn, swap this minion in a random one with your hand. How does this even trigger? Would this trigger? I don't have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Well, we'll play this Sword of Justice, I guess. I don't know if this would trigger before Shifter Zerus turns into anything helpful or not. That's the real question here, right? Do I play the Alarma bot right now? Fine. We'll risk it. We'll risk it. Probably not the best hit, but it's okay. It still cleans up the board slowly but surely. He's gonna hero power every time here, though, so that Kodo is gonna get an infinite amount of Kodos in. See if he gets another Tree of Life, which, by the way, just for the record, I did also not draw into previously. Ooh. Wow. So we'll see as well how the Alarma bot is gonna trigger here. Oh, he's gonna kill it? Okay, surprising. That's fine. I have only one card in hand anyway, and I got infinite amounts of mana.
I hear you got a problem.
There we go. And with that, I think I need to go ahead and take out the Kodo Rider. I was gonna say I should probably go full face, but I shouldn't. With that, we're actually okay, right? We're actually okay. I don't think you should prioritize my mana rate here as much as, or my mana totem here as much as you seem to value it. We do get a rumbling elemental after you cast or play a battlecry minion, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Well, I don't sadly have a battlecry minion right now, but I go ahead and play you anyway, just because I can. And with that,
Problem solved.
I actually should have used my hero power there to clean up the War Kodo. But it's fine. We'll get lethal here next turn anyhow, unless he manages to magically clean up one of my minions. Try me, Xazat. Try me, sir. You still haven't finished up my mana totem, by the way. Or my my Wrath of Air totem, brother. I've been calling it all kinds of things except for Wrath of Air totem. There we go. Oh man, what? What the heck, man? Okay then. Give all your minions in your hand and deck +1/+1. That's kind of pointless. Let's play it. Wait, it actually started hitting stuff? Oh, right, after you play someone with Battlecry. I guess that's considered Battlecry as well, huh? Did not take that into account. Either way, though, we'll start hitting him in the face. We'll take him out. We'll take him out, dudes. We got this. Let's see if there's any more Tree of Life action after this shenanigans here, Xazat. I mean, this is one of the longest games of Hearthstone that I've ever played. I think we've been in this one for like a solid 15 minutes by now. Maybe a little bit less, but... Okay. Not too worried about your Tauren. While Tauren are a little bit terrifying, in particular if you know, would see a cow walk upright. That's a little terrifying nonetheless, but... Okay. We'll play it this way. I mean, no. We're still at 30 health though. In before Tree of Life, once again, he magically somehow, some way RNG'd himself into another one. He's got dragons now. Does he have 2 dragons? I was gonna say. We're just barely fine, guys. Is he gonna suicide? He is. He is. We earned that card pack though. It got a little dirty, it got a little messy. But in the end, we did obtain the victory there, which is nice. And I did get myself a free card pack. I would still really like to have an Archmage Tendinitis. If that is at all possible, Mr. Card Pack, that would be much appreciated. You hear the beautiful music? The mystery that is within this sound. Okay. I'm ready. Yes. Now it just has to not be a duplicate. Are you guys, are you for real? Are you? So for those of you unfamiliar with my Hearthstone series, for about a full year, I have been trying to get Sylvanas Windrunner. I have been trying to get this card pack in order to actually get Sylvanas Windrunner. However, after playing, I don't know, countless amounts of free card packs, the card never came. Now guess which card I ended up crafting just under a few weeks ago. Guess what one card I ended up, you know, spending my dust on. And it was a good, you know, it was a good choice anyway, because, well, hey, it's one of the main played card. But obviously, after playing it, or after crafting it, just a couple of weeks later, I managed to also get Sylvanas in a free card pack. At the very least, she's gonna be giving me a bunch of dust, so there's that, but oh man, is that frustrating. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I'll see you in the next one. Boom!